It's JLR Investigates. Come on in, everyone. It is as bad. It is very, very bad right now in Eagle Pass, Texas. And I'm going to show you some images and some footage. There is a serious crisis going on. You're going to be shocked to the core when you see this. This is going on right now in Eagle Pass, Texas. You're going to be shocked when you see this, folks. You're going to be shocked when you see this. This is on the American side of the U.S. border in Eagle Pass, Texas. This is the most wild thing I've ever seen, and it is the worst it has ever been in Eagle Pass, Texas, according to journalists who've been there. It's bad. It's bad. And I plan to go there next week, by the way. I will be there live reporting from there next week. I just did my plans there. So this is a topic that, it's a very controversial topic, but it needs to be talked about. It needs to be talked about. And they are at maximum crisis capacity, so much that they have shut down the railroad bridges there because they have to address this particular issue. And there's some journalists that have been there from day one, and they're reporting. And I'm going to share some reports and some videos here on JLR Investigates of what is going on. But it is insane. It is insane. Migrant encounters at the border just hit its highest single day total ever on record. And CBP has closed down multiple international railway crossings to redeploy personnel for migrant processing, leading to major disruptions in international commerce. Wait till you see some of this footage. And I'm going to share footage from George Ventura Media, who is down there. I'm going to share footage from Ali Bradley, who's been covering the border, and I'm going to share border footage from Bill Mulligan. But this was last night, folks. And we're going to start with this last night because this is like wild stuff. And I'm just going to show you this right here. Come on in. We're going to see firsthand what in the world is going on in Eagle Pass, Texas. This is on the American side, and these are individuals that come across, and they're being processed in a field. It is wild, wild, wild stuff. But here's the thing. Here's the report. Here's the report I want to show you. Fox News is reporting here. Southern border hit by record number of migrant encounters in a single day as thousands flood into Texas. And it is being reported that, here it is, the besieged U.S. southern border saw a record number of migrant encounters in a single day on Monday as thousands flooded into Eagle Pass, Texas, amid a broader surge in recent weeks that has left authorities overwhelmed. There were over 12,600 migrant encounters on Monday. Customs and Border Protection sources told Fox. That does not include the thousands still waiting for processing in the Del Rio sector on Monday evening after a surge of migrants into Eagle Pass. The number includes over 11,000 illegal immigrant apprehensions and over 1,600 encounters of ports of entry. As of Tuesday morning, sources told Fox that agents are still processing and transporting more than 4,500 migrants at a busy crossing point with more than 5,300 already in custody at facilities at 260% capacity. It is bad, people. It is really, really bad. News Nation is also reporting the same thing. Eagle Pass faces unprecedented migrant surge. Border Patrol sources, Eagle Pass sees record-breaking illegal crossings, over 4,000 in a single day. So what it is it's not 12,600 yesterday in Eagle Pass alone. We're just talking about the entire southern border, U.S. southern border. So we're talking about Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, and California. As a whole, 12,600 migrants were captured coming over the border in one day. It is a record. 4,000 of them alone in Eagle Pass. About another 4,000 in Lukeville. And we made a video on Lukeville, Arizona. Remember the video that I posted on Lukeville about what is exactly going on in Lukeville? It is wild, wild stuff. But I want to get this particular journalist here, George Ventura Media, because he has been down there and he has some shocking stuff here, shocking videos. Like, this is like, I cannot believe this is happening. This is like, and remember, I was at the area reporting. I was at the same location in Eagle Pass, far in the distance. And remember, I was down there, hanging out down there, and we were watching migrants cross over. Well, this seems like this field here is now a processing center, and it's between the two bridges. This is the bridge where we were, when I was there, the train would go back and forth, delivering goods back and forth. And then the other bridge, and under this bridge is where they processed, and people were walking along the river there, the Rio Grande. But now they put up some sort of, looks like some sort of rail barriers there. But look at this. Look at the field now. Look at the field. It is filling up. It's filling up almost like a rock concert or somebody out there like at a Woodstock in a particular area. It is wild stuff, folks. I've never seen anything like this, and either has the journalist. This is another example. Look at this. The current scene. He posted this 1 hour ago. The current scene. This is the current scene 1 hour ago. It's just filling up. And they give them these like it looks like these white, I guess they keep them warm. I don't know what that stuff is. But it's these like, it looks like tinfoil silver, I guess heat sort of deals. But let's show some videos. Let's show some videos and see exactly, because I'm going down his Twitter profile. Look, we'll just show this. Let me turn up the volume. Let me get the volume up. Hold on. We're gonna expand this out. It's wild stuff, folks. Look how many people are there. It just goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. So people said they're for warmth. And you see, they see women, children, adults, men. That's how many people are there right now. Look at this. On the U.S. side, look at this. It's unbelievable. It's never been like this, ever. Matter of fact, the local congressional Tony Gonzalez, who represents that district, put out a tweet, and I want to show you. Look at that. Just that's thousands. That's thousands there today. Today, folks. Today. See, they got drone footage. They're keeping people away. Journalists away. Journalists used to be able to go over here, right by the river. When I was there, I was allowed to stand there. They're pushing everyone back, way back by the road now. They don't want people to go. This is city property, by the way, because I did a tax search to find out who actually owns the property. Because when I was there at first, they kicked us all the way out by the roads, and then they told us we can go forward, but now they're not letting us go forward at all. They actually let people go in the back at that distance. But let's just hear from him, because he put this out. Let's hear his report, right? He does great work, and he's there, and it's just it provides a lot of insight of what's going on. He said Eagle Pass becoming one of the deadliest crossing points of the southern border. Many deceased migrants' bodies are being placed in freezer trailers, and officials say there are more as they are running out of space. Officials tell News Nation that they are averaging a drowning per day of migrants attempting to swim across the Rio Grande. Let's listen to him and hear what he has to say.
Well, Kelsey, here in Eagle Pass, it's become one of the latest hotspots and the latest migrant surge, but it's also one of the most dangerous crossing points on the southern border. Officials telling News Nation they're averaging a drowning per day of migrants attempting to cross into the U.S. through the Rio Grande River. I was able to speak to some of those migrants on the Mexican side before they made that dangerous swim in hopes of reaching American soil. As the sun rises in Piedras Negras, Mexico, migrants say their last prayers before crossing the Rio Grande River in hopes of reaching the U.S. It's one of the deadliest crossing points on the southern border. The waters are deceiving. From the outside, they look calm. But this part of the river has some of its strongest currents that often sweep migrants away. Officials in Eagle Pass, Texas say the area is averaging 1 drowning per day. Maverick County Sheriff Tom Sherber says he's witnessed numerous dead bodies of migrants being recovered from the Rio Grande.
It's bad that my deputies are seeing a lot of that, those people that are drowned. You know, I've seen people that, females that have drowned, kids that have drowned, and one or two kids at the same time.
Many of the migrants who have drowned crossing the Rio Grande are identified. Once a body is recovered, officials place it in a freezer trailer as officials try to determine who they were. This trailer currently has 24 bodies and is running out of room. Officials telling News Nation they need more trailers.
This is where we store them because we get too many every day. So, but it's already 26 spaces and we're already in 24. So we need more to store, because every day we encounter 2 or 3 bodies a day.
This man, a migrant from Venezuela, carrying his daughter while crossing the Rio Grande, almost swept away by the currents. Migrants telling News Nation that they have no choice but to risk their lives crossing the river to avoid being extorted by cartels and Mexican law enforcement.
I'm pretty nervous to cross. I've heard many things about the river. We've been robbed of everything. All of our personal belongings have been taken, but it's a big step to be here. Are you scared to cross right now? Of course.
News Nation witnessing group after group of migrants crossing the Rio Grande, risking their lives to get to America. Children holding on for their lives, their parents attempting to navigate the river's strong currents.
That is wild.
Now, despite the dangers for migrants to reach Eagle Pass by swimming through that Rio Grande River, it isn't stopping them. There are thousands arriving here in Eagle Pass. We want to give you just a quick look at the scene here. Nearly 2,000 migrants are waiting to be processed here in Eagle Pass. Officials have been completely overwhelmed. Here at Eagle Pass, you have local authorities, you have the sheriffs here, Border Patrol, National Guard, all trying to deter. But here we have around 2,000 migrants waiting to be processed. Some of them could actually be sleeping on the ground with space blankets, but we have kids here, women in these groups, and this has no signs of slowing down here, Kelsey. In Eagle Pass, it feels like a little town is living under this bridge, and there's even more migrants continue to pour over.
And I cannot believe these young mothers and children, they're sleeping overnight in these conditions. Jorge Ventura, thank you for that exclusive report.
Ore. His name is Ore. I said George. I'm sorry. Ore. It's, and I was there. I was there for numerous days. Even when Elon Musk was there, he tweeted this. Ore. I'm sorry, Ore. If I don't say his name right, I apologize. I don't speak Spanish. But look, he tweeted this an hour ago, so it's still going on. Was an hour ago, folks. His time. It's almost like people waiting out there at Woodstock or out there for a rock concert. It's as bad as it gets. 12,600 have crossed across the U.S. border yesterday in one day. 12,600, a all-time record. So it is bad. And it, according to Tony Gonzalez, I'm going to show you what the local congressional member has said there. And I actually retweeted him because I'm shocked because I was there. So I know that area. I've been there. I was reporting out there. I slept out there in my Nissan Rogue in the back. I had the tripod. I was out there. I was out there and I seen it, but I never, ever, ever seen it this bad. And I've been covering, me personally, been watching what goes on at Eagle Pass. That's what sent me there to see what's going on. But I've never seen it this bad. I've seen hundreds, a day cross over the Rio Grande there, because it is waist deep, but you can go across. And then you're holding on the other side. We saw the barbed wire. We saw Border Patrol cutting the barbed wire. We seen Texas National Guard coming back and redoing the barbed wire, and it's a cat and mouse game. But this is what the local politician has said. Tony Gonzalez. He's a representative of that district, San Antonio, 4th Congressional District of Texas, I believe. He said, Tuesday morning in Eagle Pass, 14,000 crossed illegally yesterday. He said 14,000. It's actually 12,600, so his numbers are a little bit higher, unless he knows something more. And 26,000 have already in custody, the highest in U.S. history. Christmas Day will be worse. And then he calls out Biden abandoned border communities like mine. And look at that. It's pretty much the way I'm reading it. I mean, the way I'm reading it, right, is pretty much every country to the south. It's known at this point you can come. It's like it's spread around like wildfire across the globe and saying, hey, you can right now, here's your chance. You can come into the United States of America, cross over, and you can stay. You'll get a court date, but it'll be all the way down, all at the long end of the horizon, years down the line. But here's your opportunity. Here's your opportunity. And I think people are exploiting that opportunity. Yes, I do believe some people in that mix are probably persecuted wherever they're at, or having, they're seeking refuge from a bad situation. I do believe some people in the mix. But the way we've seen it, and the way we showed that Lukeville, Arizona footage, is it's able-bodied men mostly. Now in Eagle Pass, I think it's more people from Venezuela and southern South America. In Lukeville, Arizona, it seems like it's more of men from the Middle East, China, and Africa, because they've been interviewed. Allie Bradley here, who continues to cover this case at all angles, she put this tweet out yesterday, which is interesting. Now, she's covered Lukeville, where there's a border wall, and Eagle Pass, and those are the two spots that are the hot spot when it comes to the situation. She said, CPD sources confirmed December is on track to blow November encounters numbers out the water. 167 for the first 17 days in December, 130 for the first 17 days in November. So you see there's a 37,000 increase on those first 17 days in December over November. It's wild. The Tucson sector is leading the charge and is seeing the most people showing up there to self-surrender to Border Patrol agents. The majority crossing through holes cut in the border wall by human smugglers in Lukeville, Arizona. We did a video on that. This comes as roughly 10,000 or more people were apprehended every day last week. Even every day surpassed 10,000 with the exception of 9,900 yesterday. Friday surpassed 11,000. Agents say they are overwhelmed and the situation isn't sustainable. Multiple sectors are beyond capacity. Agents and OFO officers are being pulled from checkpoints and other areas to assist with transport and process, leaving many areas along the southern border vulnerable and open for the cartels to push whatever and whoever through the unmanned holes. It's draining the resources of these agents. They're overwhelmed, people, and it's terrifying. It really is. And not only that, but they suspend traffic. They suspend the rail cargo, the commerce going back and forth, because it just they need all their resources to get these people and figure out what's going on, because people are just flooding in. And they're human beings. I get it. I get they're human beings. There's women and children. seeing the women cry and the children cry on that water, myself by covering it, almost put a tear in my eye. It literally did. I get the human aspect of it, but this is not the way. This should not be done. You can't just say you have an open border and allow all these people to come in unchecked when you're having now at the point 12,000 a day, every single day. And they're thinking it's going to get worse. It has been getting worse. It has been getting worse because the word on the streets, on the global scale, is you can come. These are the two areas, Lukeville, Eagle Pass. They do it in Del Rio, they do it in El Paso, but Lukeville, Eagle Pass, they represent 4,000 and 4,000, 8,000 from those two places every single day. So all the cartels, all the coyotes, everyone on the other side knows they get pushed up. You go to Eagle Pass or you go to Lukeville and you're in. It's wild. Now, she reported from Lukeville. This is what's going on in Lukeville. She reported this yesterday, right? This large group is walking to the first camp, so it's easier to transport them. This road is extremely rough. Buses and vans have a hard time getting out to this location. Migrants are happy to stop and tell me where they are from. The majority are from Guinea. The Tucson sector, which is where we are in Lukeville, continues to lead with apprehensions. However, Eagle Pass, which is in the Del Rio sector, is making a comeback. Thousands are still waiting to be processed this morning. Men. Able-bodied men.
Where are you from?
Guinea.
Guinea, okay, good luck.
Conakry.
Where are you going?
New York.
New York? With friends or family? Family?
For the
Okay.
money.
From Guinea?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Men. Able-bodied men. They're cutting holes in the fence. See, they have a border wall in Lukeville, but there's videos and images of them cutting the fence there, cutting the wall. Yeah, see what I mean? I will be in Lukeville next week, live. Try to get down there quicker, but I got other obligations going on. But it's you know, you see for yourself. I think it's important to share, but it only seems like there's probably about 3 or 4 mainstream journalists that are covering this and showing what's really going on. Look at this tweet that she put out earlier this morning. Happening now, roughly 300 migrants are waiting to be transported from the wall in Lukeville to a processing facility. The ones I talked to say they're from Guinea, Bangladesh, and India. They're hoping to go to Milwaukee, Florida, and New York. It's raining lightly right now. Some of them are sheltering in porta potties. The AJO station is maxed out. Many of these individuals will be taken to Yuma for their next step, which likely includes a court date that is 2 to 6 years out, according to sources. That's what's said, years out. Imagine coming in and then you're getting a court date in 2023, and you're getting paperwork in court in 2023 telling you, okay, you're going to have a court date in 2029, 6 years, or 2023 now. You have a court date in 2025, 2026, 2027, 2028. 2029. You know, it's a long time. Long time, folks. Long time, but it's at its record. The point is, it's at its record.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Where are you from? Bangladesh?
Bangladesh.
Okay, where are you from?
Liberia.
Liberia. Okay, where are you going? What city?
We're in Milwaukee.
Where?
Milwaukee.
New York?
No, Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
Yeah.
With family, or where? Why are you going to Milwaukee?
I'm going to my sister.
Your sister?
Yeah.
Okay, good luck to you.
Thank
Where,
you.
where are you guys going?
I am going Florida.
Florida.
Yeah.
With family, or who's there? Who do you know in Florida?
My cousin.
Cousin?
Yeah.
Are you going there to work, or are you claiming asylum?
Asylum.
Asylum? Okay, good
Yes.
luck to you. Where are you guys from? India? Okay, good luck. Thank you. Where are you guys from? Where are you from?
Guinea.
Guinea?
Guinea.
Guinea? Okay. Where are you going? What state? Here.
New York.
New York? Okay, good luck. Hello, good morning.
Ecuador.
Ecuador. Okay.
Ecuador.
Where are you guys going? New York?
Yeah, Pennsylvania.
To where?
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia?
Yes.
Okay, good luck.
Able-bodied men. What in the world is going on here? Able-bodied men. It's really, really, really bad. And I feel like it's going to get worse with the situation. Mail Online just put out an article. Let me show you. I keep trying to give you guys the latest news of now they're putting 14,000 now. Daily Mail has now put 14,000 have crossed over in a single day. So now we're going from 12,000 to 14,000. So is it rising, or are these numbers accurate, or they're not accurate? More than 14,000 crossed the border in a single day, the highest in history. Another migrant record is smashed under Biden, with thousands more waiting to get into Eagle Pass and 23,000 already in custody. U.S. border apprehensions at the southern border hit a new record. Customs and Border Protection suspended 2 freight rail crossings in Texas. Governor Abbott yesterday signed a law that will allow state enforcement to arrest people suspected of crossing the U.S. border. When we covered that press conference yesterday, it's unbelievable. U.S. apprehensions of migrants at the border hit a new record Monday with at least 12,600. The stunning spike comes as U.S. Custom and Border Patrol Protection announced it would suspend rail operations at a pair of international crossings. The agency pledged to continue to prioritize its border security mission amid a situation it's called evolving. The latest figures include 11,000 border apprehensions and additional 1,600 migrants encountered at official points of entry, Fox News reported, based on CBP sources, edging past the prior record of 12,000 2 weeks ago. Tuesday morning in Eagle Pass, 14,000. They're quoting Gonzalez that we shared. But look at these photos. Look at this. Let's zoom in this photo and see. Look at this photo. Like, literally, this is nuts. This is insane. This is Eagle Pass. Eagle Pass, Texas, and they're crossing. They're crossing over the Rio Grande there. You can cross over. And yesterday they signed a bill. Texas Governor Abbott signed a bill yesterday, and just people are just flooding in all day, every day. And there's barbed wire there. There's a controversy why Border Patrol keeps cutting the barbed wire legally. I think the court said they're allowed to do that. Texas National Guard is stopping it. It's as bad as I've ever seen it before in our entire lives. I mean, look at that. I don't even have any words for that. Do you? I mean, they're human beings. I get it. I get that aspect. But this you can't do it this way, man. It's not fair for people that have to legally go through the process to come into this country and work hard to get that opportunity. These people can just come in. You could just come in. You could just come in. The point is, they're saying right now in America, you can just come into Lukeville. You can just come into Eagle Pass. Nothing will happen to you. No repercussions whatsoever. You get sent a court date, and you get court 2, 3, 4 years down the line. You complete your case, and then it's pretty much set. I haven't heard of anyone getting a hearing yet on this matter. I haven't heard of anyone getting a. This is Eagle Pass yesterday. This was yesterday, an Eagle Pass. So yeah, it's as bad as you can see, and it's only going to get worse, folks. That's what they're predicting. It's only going to get worse. Warning, it is illegal to cross here, punishable by removal or imprisonment. So they're putting up signs, they're signing bills. What's going to happen with this, and people on the humanitarian aspect say this is cruel to not allow people to come into this country. It's cruel to, if someone seeks asylum, people have the right to come in. There's other people in other positions that feel like this is okay. Do you feel this is okay? And, or not okay? Let me know your opinion. This is the area where I was originally before they kicked us off the road there. Remember, I was like right there watching it going on. But this is like, look at this. This is after they cross over. So they just cross over in hundreds, and then they get rounded up. They get rounded up into an area and then brought under the bridge in Eagle Pass, and then they get processed, sent to like a temporary detention center, and then they're held at the detention center, I think, for up to 72 hours. Then they get released, and then they get involved with like NGOs, non-government organizations, and charitable organizations in the San Antonio area, McAllen area, and then they get their bus ticket or plane ticket, and they start going to the locations all across America. They go to all the cities all across the United States. That seems like the pattern, that how it works. They get rounded up. Border Patrol by law has to, get them and detain them and process them, but they get released. Under the current policies in this country, they get released. They can stay. They can stay. And they get in, a court date years down the line. What do you think? What's your thoughts on this? What is your thoughts on this situation? It's just wild. It's wild. And it's sad to see, but it's what's going on. And I think this is going to be a political hot topic for next year. What would America be? I mean, is it okay just to, if other people can come in, they call up their friends and family and everyone, in other countries and say, hey, come on in. It's easy. Come on in. It's like everyone following suit. It's like everyone. And I just think the tidal wave of more and more people, because I haven't seen it ease at all. I haven't seen it ease at all. I was at the border 3 years ago, and I was in McAllen. I was in Hidalgo. I actually went on a boat down the Rio Grande, and we were covering it. I should show you this footage. This is wild stuff, because on the Mexican side, the Mexican army were all in these fatigues, and they were staring with like AKs, or I don't know what they had, like automatic weapons. And it was weird back then, because there'd be fishermen scouters that would be on the Rio Grande, and we pretend they fish, and then when the boat come by, then they like tell people, okay, the coast is clear, and then a big wave of them will cross. But then after the 2021 election, after the 2020 election in 2021, when the new president came in, the policies changed and allowed people to just cross over, and they don't even have to run. They don't even have to run. They can cross over onto the U.S. soil and just put up their hands, more or less, and surrender, and they get to stay. Before, it was like they were coming across the border and running and trying to avoid Border Patrol and try to just hide into the trees and try to, sneak into the country. You don't have to do that anymore. There's no sneaking in the United States of America anymore. You can go on the other side and cross over at Eagle Pass or Lukeville or any other location and just stand there, and the Border Patrol will take you in, and you'll go through a couple days of being processed, and you get released into America. That's strange. It's wild. It's crazy. It's crazy. So let me know what you think about this. This is Eagle Pass. JLR Investigates. I will be there next week. Starting next week. So I'm already booked it. So we're going to see what's going on at Eagle Pass. I'll drive around the border like we did, and I'll get you that coverage. I'll get you that boots on the ground coverage. We'll try to talk to people and figure out what in the world is going on at Eagle Pass, and we'll be able to see if it was worse from the last time I was there a month and a half ago, if it got better or it got worse. But it looks like the situation is getting worse. All right, let me know what you think in the comments. Subscribe to the channel, like, hit the notification button. We're still covering this, and we will continue to cover this. We'll call it border crisis. A lot of mixed opinions, a lot of mixed feelings on this situation. You know, we all can have a adult conversation, you know, respectfully, and talk amongst each other. So we'll talk soon. Have a great day, everyone. JLR Investigates.